Peace and light, family. Shakesha Divine here. Just want to talk to you real quick about some of the struggles that we all encounter in life, especially myself. So I can use myself as a clear example of a lot of the things that has caused me to suffer in my personal journey, and some things that I've done that has been tremendously helpful in moving me along in my journey. One of the things that has definitely been holding me back is um, well, there's so many things that can hold me back, but one of the things is really not being authentic to who I am. So what does that look like when I say that I'm not being authentic to who I am? That comes in a form of trying to please others and looking for approval and trying to fit in with other people. So have you ever been like on a scene where, people are like doing one thing and, you're not really vibing with that, but you kind of just stay there and you kind of acquiesce. You don't say a damn thing and you just watch a lot of shit go down and you just say nothing about it. That was one of the things that I really struggled with, especially during my teen years. As I got older, it stopped, not so much. But during my teen years, I would be around a bunch of people and they would be on some whole other shit. They would be on some stuff that where, what I'm saying, they wanted to get drunk as hell and shit like that. And what I'm saying, and that just wasn't my vibe at the time. Of course, what I'm saying, I kind of embraced the culture because I came up in the hood. And so with that, what I'm saying, that became our idea of what a good time looked like because our worlds were kind of small. But those were one of the things that I kind of did to kind of those are the things that I did in order to fit in, was not being true to authentically who I was because it didn't feel right for me. And it wasn't that there was anything wrong with that because, we had some good times after I started, getting involved and started drinking and started partying with everybody and getting my smoke and all of that. That I had some really good times. So I don't have any judgment and I don't have any negative things to say about people that want to get down like that. But at that particular time, it just didn't feel right for me. And if it doesn't feel right for you, it's not a good fit, then you probably need to keep it moving because that's one of the things that's going to hold you back from becoming your greatest version, is not being true to who you are. The other thing that I was doing was holding on to a lot of things that were no longer serving me. So one of the big things is, how I remember when I used to work in drug and alcohol, and one of the big things that they would talk about is people, places, and things that they needed to avoid in order to maintain their sobriety. But that can translate over into real life. When you're trying to be progressive, when you're trying to get to the next level, when you're trying to move into a direction where you can be financially stable, mentally or physically, mentally or spiritually or physically in a position where you're feeling stable and balanced and whole, unfortunately, not everybody is going to support that. They tell you a lot of times that when you're going through rough times and you're having a hard time and you're struggling a lot, that, what I'm saying, look around and see who's there for you. That's when your friends really come through and really show up. But I can also argue just the opposite. What happens when you're doing really good and you're starting to make a lot of progressive moves and starting to get to the next level and you start to rise and you start winning in life? That's when you really get to see who your friends are. That's when you really get to know who's in your corner, because those people that are your friends are going to congratulate you when you start to move forward. Not everyone does that when you do. So you got to pay attention to those people, those places, and those things, because sometimes the smiling faces, the people that were in your corner when you were not doing so well, they're not so happy to see you doing well. Baby, doing bad is where they feel comfortable with you. So you got to pay attention to what the charge of energy is when people are talking to you and interacting with you. and making sure that they're truly celebrating you, because that can hold you back from getting to where it is that you want to be. So what are some things that you can do to kind of move past that whole energy, right? And for me, of course, I remember it was a meme that I saw that was on Facebook, which was something that I do, and I had to share that with everyone because I thought, oh man, there's a lot of people that's on point with this, but that is a shower cleansing type of routine in the morning or in the afternoon or after work or when you got that aggravation in your life. For me, my provider is water, 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 family. Water. I love that. And I got to tell y'all, for me, this is what works. So I'll get into the shower with all of the stress and aggravation on me and just allow that water to run off of me and go down the drain. Now you can even get jazzy with it, get you some of that Dr. Bronner soap, get you some of that lavender, because we all know that lavender is good to help you to calm down, to put you into a more of a calmer and relaxed state. Lavender can definitely do that for you. It also helps to just ease a lot of tension and all of that. Get you some of that. You can also get you some of the peppermint. I'm a big fan of the Dr. Bronner soap. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's no soap that's not better than the other. There's also Dr. Wood's soap that you can take that and throw some essential oils in there. I haven't seen any of those soaps that, that have the essential oils in it already, like Dr. Bronner's. Not saying that they ain't out there, because I'm sure they absolutely are. I just haven't seen them. And usually what I end up doing when I come across some of those soaps is just taking the plain soaps themselves and adding the essential oils to them. Lather yourself up and let it completely cleanse all of that energy off of your aura. The other thing that you can do is work with this herb called Ruda. And Ruda, they have some soaps that you can work with that. And a lot of people say is hex breaking soap and all of this other madness, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably very true. I'm not going to get it, you know what I'm saying? Let's not get that twisted now. But I got to tell you, for me, it just helps in cleansing when I come home after a stressful day, and I'll wash with that soap, and then I'll come out and I'll feel like good as new. It's just like it's like I had a therapy session or something. It's awesome. And so what I did is I bought some of that herb and I'll boil it and make a tea out of it. And then what I'll do is, and let me tell you another thing, please do not sleep at the dollar store. So get you one of those squirt bottles that you put the ketchup and mustard in or something like that. Just get one of those regular bottles, put some of that in there, and then you can just like squirt that over yourself while you're in the shower. Or you can make a bath and add that into your bath and soak in that for a little bit. And I got to tell you, it is a wonderful thing. So get you some of that Ruda herb. That's a powerful, powerful thing. The other thing that I'll do with those squirt bottles is drop a couple of essential oil drops in there. So, like I said, that lavender oil, if you don't have the Dr. Bronner soap, not a problem at all. Get you some of that. Get you some regular old water. Charge it up with your intention, what it is that you need to do. I need to relax. I need to de-stress. And that's what this is for. Drop, drop, drop. 3 is the magic number. Put you some of that essential oil right on in that little squirt bottle and everything. Shake it on up. And then when you get in the shower, after you do that and you imagine all of that drama coming up out of there, and put that squirt bottle and get it all over you and everything, and wrap yourself up in some feel-good, family. And this is how you get yourself some victory, victory, victory. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. That's how you do it, family. So, I'm going to close it out here because I don't want to get up here and start rambling on all of the things that we can do. I'll talk to you a little later about some more things that you can do to get some aggravation out of your life, because here's what I'm going to tell you, family. You don't need that aggravation in your life. Get you some victory. Peace and love.